Is the person running your PPC ads making these costly mistakes? In this video, we're going to be talking about some of the most common mistakes that we see Arabic PPC marketers making that could be costing your company thousands of dollars. The first mistake that we typically see is someone forgetting to check the search query report. And this report is really important because it not only tells you the keywords that you've been targeting, but what are those variations of the keywords that are coming in that you might not be aware of that are actually wasting ad spend. And so we've seen many cases, like in the case here, where we saw a client who was working the business of taking small parcel packages and shipping them from the United States to the Middle East. That's all they did, small parcels. But for some reason, keywords related to car shipping, huge containers, got stuck in their account. And so what happened was, over the period of a year, they ended up spending $39,000 on keywords related to car shipping. And if they would have just been in their search query report, they would have been able to see this mistake and not wasted the money on that specific keyword. Another example we saw of this was a company that was doing custom kitchen installs in Saudi Arabia. And over a period of a year, they had not checked their search query report very well because there was one single keyword in there related to kitchen games, which was a completely unrelated industry. It was something to do with games that little boys and little girls would search for about cooking. And for some reason, this keyword was being used and they didn't even realize it. And if they would have just looked in their search query report, they would have found out that this keyword was wasting a lot of ad spend. And over the course of a year, it spent $10,000. Poor keyword choice is another issue that we commonly see, is that you might be targeting one keyword variation and then you think you translated something correctly, but you ended up translating a keyword that means something different. And this example here, we saw someone targeting the keyword for apartments when they really were targeting hotels. And so that can easily cost you a lot of ad spend because the search intent is for someone who's looking to buy or rent an apartment long-term as opposed to a short-term 1 or 2 night hotel stay. Another thing that we see is that people are not using the display URL correctly. Google allows you to add custom display URLs in your search ads. And what that means is you have more space to add an important keyword in there that's going to increase the number of people that click through to your website. Another issue that we see is people neglecting to use all of the features that are available to ads in the Arabic language. Now, we oftentimes see companies that are doing all the right things in English, but they aren't using all of the ad features in Arabic because maybe they didn't translate those things to start with. And so oftentimes we'll see, like in the case we see here, that like this ad on the very top is taking up very little page real estate. They're losing out on a lot of space their ad could take up because they don't have site links. They don't have some of the other extensions that they could have on their ads that would make their ad take up much more space on the page. And we very commonly see this even again when we're seeing them do it right in another language. They often forget to do it in Arabic. Poorly written ad copy is another common issue that we see. Oftentimes we'll see that a brand has just translated their ads and has not really taken into account what keywords they're targeting within their ads, and it doesn't get translated correctly because of that. In this example, we see 2 advertisers both bidding on the keyword diamond jewelry, but the second advertiser, which is a famous brand, Piaget, they're actually not using the keyword anywhere in their ad. And what that means is that their ad is going to be less likely to stand out. The person who's looking for diamond jewelry is going to be less likely to click on that ad. And they're going to have a lower quality score because Google does not see them using that keyword in the ad. And so this is a pretty simple issue. If you had a native Arabic speaker working on this campaign, they should be able to catch, but oftentimes we see these ads running. Not using a target landing page with only one call to action is another common issue that we see. And this relates back to when you send traffic to a page on a website and there are too many things to do on that page, when there's literally thousands of links on that page or hundreds of links on that page, the user does not know what they're supposed to do. And so if you're paying for that traffic, you want to send that person to a page that's exactly about what they're looking for and has a single call to action, whether that's filling out a form, making some sort of a phone call, or making some sort of a purchase. And so what we see time and time again is that a lot of times Arabic pages that people are being sent to are full of different things that someone could do on that page. And because of that, they don't get the action that they want from the end user. So what we recommend typically in these cases is, like in the example here, we have a very clear landing page, mobile friendly, that has one call to action: fill out the form, call this number type of a thing. So those are some of the most costly Arabic PPC mistakes that we see made over and over again. If you're looking for help with your Arabic PPC campaigns, don't hesitate to reach out to us, and don't forget to subscribe and like our channel. Thanks.